was November, in the 25th year of the 21st century. COVID was contained, even common, but business was in a tailspin. Sales were stagnant, stores were empty. Men and women were back at work but feared replacement by AI, technology. As the 1938 song said, the rich were getting richer and the poor were getting poorer. On the evening of November 22nd, it was estimated that 22 million Californians were listening to their radio. It's 8 o'clock. I'm Larry Daniels, station KPCC. And KPCC and Royal Turbine Control now take you to the Athenaeum Ballroom in Pasadena, California, and the spicy Latin sounds of the Ramon Raquello Orchestra. Buenas noches, señores y señoritas. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you a special bulletin. At approximately 20 minutes before 8 this evening, Professor Justin Case of the Zarkov Laboratory in Big Bear, California, reported several explosions of incandescent gas occurring at regular intervals from the planet Mars and moving toward Earth with enormous velocity. We now return you to Ramon Raquello and his orchestra. Buenas noches, señores y señoritas. Ladies and gentlemen, we again interrupt the programming. KPCC has an interview with noted astronomer Professor Seymour Bucks, who will give us his views on the Martian events. We now take you to the Oliver Closeoff Observatory at Pasadena Community College and correspondent UJAS. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. UJAS speaking to you from the Oliver Closeoff Observatory in Pasadena, California. Professor Seymour Bucks stands directly beside me, peering through a giant lens at a wondrously starry sky. Professor, may I begin?
Well, of course, Mr. Chance.
Professor, could you please tell our radio audience what you see as you observe the planet Mars?
Well, nothing unusual at the moment, Mr. Chance. A starlit disk swimming in a deep blue sea with gray transverse stripes.
And in your opinion, what might these stripes signify, Professor?
They're certainly not canals, I assure you, Mr. Chance. So that's the popular theory of those who think Mars is inhabited.
Then you believe the living intelligence does not exist on Mars?
Oh, no, I do not.
And how would you account for these gas eruptions?
Well, I can't yet, you.
Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody's just handed Professor Bucks a message. Could you share it with our listening audience, Professor?
Well, certainly, Hugh, from the Pete Carroll Seismological Center at USC. 9:15 p.m., seismographs registering shocks occurring near Pasadena, California.
Professor, could this have something to do with our disturbances on Mars?
Oh, I doubt it, Mr. Jass.
Well, thank you, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, we now return you to Ramon Raquello. Buenas noches, señores y señoritas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just in. Professor Eileen Dover of the Pacific Rim Observatory reports that at 8:50 p.m. a huge flaming object believed to be a meteorite crashed into a farmyard in the neighborhood of Grover's Mill, California. We have dispatched KPCC correspondent UJAS to give us a report. In the meantime, we return you to the Athenaeum and Ramon Raquello. Buenos dias, señores y señoritas. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to UJAS in Grover's Mill. This is UJAS at the Hauser Cannabis Farm in Grover's Mill, California. I hardly know how to describe the scene before my eyes. Burning cannabis fields all around, and directly in front of me a large thermos-like object about 20 yards, buried in a vast smoking pit. We have spectators now pressing closer to the object. Whoa! And I now have Mr. Willie Neverleaf, caretaker of the Hauser Farm. Mr. Neverleaf, would you please tell our radio audience about this unusual visitor that dropped into your backyard? What? Am I on the radio? Yes, you are, sir. Station KPCC. Sure! I'm on KPCC. Yes, sir. And now, if you could just tell us, well, I was listening to the radio. Yes, and then what? Well, I was listening to the radio, and then you saw something. Oh, well, no, I did not. You did not know. I heard something. What did you hear? Well, it was sort of a sound of one of the zzz. And then, well, I turned my head to the right. Well, I turned my head to the right. Well, no, it wasn't the right. No, if I'm looking at you, I was on my left as I faced you. Yes, and saw. Well, as a kind of a greenish streak. And then blam! Well, you must have been scared to death. Well, I was scared? No, I was more riled. I said to myself, I said, aliens. I said, sure, we got aliens. Get out and spread. No, thank you, Mr. Really, never did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I wish I could convey the atmosphere here. Hundreds of cars burning cannabis fields everywhere. Some others have their phones out. Oh, just a minute. There's something happening here. What is it exactly here? The metal end of the rocket is beginning to unscrew. It's like a huge screw. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is terrifying. The cylinder is open and someone or something is crawling out. I see two eyes peering out of a black hole and something wiggling out. It's large and with Botox lips and it's rising up and the crowd is falling back and so am I. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm behind a Cybertruck here on the Yule-Hauser cannabis farm. From here, I can sweep the whole scene. Oxnard police have arrived in recycled military SUVs. They are now approaching the pit with semi-automatic weapons. And and now a huge helmet, an armored helmet is rising up out of the pit, and I see a laser light beam. My heavens. A 50-foot jet. It looks like glue. The police are trying to fire at the pit, but they're being covered in streams of what seems like a fast-setting Elmer's glue. Their weapons are useless, guns up, and face masks are covered up in humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just been handed an emergency announcement. Dozens of local police are glued together on a cannabis farm just outside Portland. The next voice you will hear will be that of Brigadier General Crispy Bacon, Commander of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Good evening. I've just been ordered by President Donald J. Trump to replace the counties from Mendocino to San Diego under martial law. No aliens, I repeat, no aliens will be permitted to enter this area.
Ladies and gentlemen, further details are coming in. Barrels of nail polish remover to counteract the alien glue are being airlifted to the Parson farm as quickly as possible. We've also established communication with Professor Seymour Bucks in a yoga room on the farm.